So this is called the long lunge, and it's very similar to the horse stance in that it's a long, elongated stretch position that you're going to hold for a set period of time. So what I've got here is I've got 2 kettlebells for balance, and we want to have some form of support here because we're going to go to a position longer than what we can naturally hold. So if I can hold, at about that height without falling over, I want to hold myself and go a little bit further in the long lunge because I want to be able to put myself outside a zone that I can hold where I basically can't support myself and I need external load, and then we're going to build some strength there to try and increase my ability, trying to push my further spot out a little bit further. So set up here, I've got 2 kettlebells, but you can use 2 chairs, 2 benches in a gym, or any other parallels or anything that you have to do it. If you're absolutely desperate, you have a bench, you can use one hand on the bench, but try and get 2 supports here. And think of going into a splits position. So if I go like this, one leg out in front here, I'm going to go on my heel there with the front foot, but you can also put your foot down if you need to. We want this leg into what's called a negative shin angle. So this is a neutral shin angle, this is a positive shin angle, and this is a negative where the knee is behind the ankle. Okay, we want to go into this negative shin angle as far as we can, and the back leg out to like this front split position. Now the position of my torso is really important. This is not very good because there's not enough stress on my hip at the back. So get yourself up as high as you can, as straight as you can there, and we're going to hold. So this is the long lunge. And basically I'm already shaking, as you can see with this. Okay, it's incredibly challenging to do because I'm basically holding whatever is the most amount of the split that I can do, okay, from here. So go out as far as you can from here and hold it. So this is called a long lunge hold. If your program has a thing called a long lunge pulses, then you see my back leg here now. What we're going to do is we're going to try and straighten it by pulsing it up and down here. This is going to add sort of more stretch because here's a stretch, but when I hit my leg back, I increase that stretch on my hip flexor there. So long lunge hold is here, right? And then pulses, we want to go up and down this way. So basically, we end up having a minute or 90 seconds each side working here, right, in this elongated or splits position further than what you could hold without support. So you're basically going into your passive range and you're trying to strengthen or get some contraction in there, which is going to allow where your limit is to be pushed a little bit further each way. So give it a go, long lunge or the long lunge pulses. Make sure you do both legs. Okay, if you're doing a hold, we recommend for about 60 seconds each. If you do the pulsing variation, okay, we usually have 10 to 15 pulses per leg. But try not to allow your torso to go forward. That's where we get the maximum stretch. Hamstring, hip flexor, control through your abs, okay, and all the tendons and ligaments that hold it together. Give it a go. That's called the long lunge.